We're here at Del Rentone East again for our Del Rentone Athlete of the Week. Today we have Jiu-Jitsu competitors Mike Carbolito and Miguel Juzu, and here to present them with a check is Tommy. Tommy?
On behalf of Del Rentone, I'd like to present the check to the two guys. Guys, who are you going to be doing your check to?
The Special Olympics. Guam Special Olympics.
All right, Mike, you guys been real active recently in the world of Jiu-Jitsu. Just walk us through some of your most recent tournaments and your accomplishments so far this year.
Recently, I competed in the IBJJF Long Beach Spring Open. I placed gold in my heavyweight division and gold in the absolute division. And then I also competed in the Samurai Jiu-Jitsu Pro. I won gold in my heavyweight division as well, and then I won the absolute division, winning $750 for the absolute prize. And then I also competed, the most recent was the U.S. American Nationals Championships. I got first place in my division, and then I won first place as well in the absolute. So it's been a good year, man.
All right, same thing with you, Miguel. Just walk us through some of those most recent competitions and how you have fared so far this year.
The most recent one I did was the Spring Open. I got second place in that one, and I did nationals in that one also. So, yeah, it's about the most recent ones I did.
All right, what's next for you guys? I know you guys moved out to the States to pursue your jiu-jitsu career. What's lined up for you in the near future?
We'll be doing Nogi Worlds in November, the biggest Nogi tournament coming up. So that'll be the next one for us. Yeah, it's gonna be that one's gonna be the biggest Nogi tournament of the year. So there'll be a lot of really big names there. Pretty much all the high-class guys will be there for sure.
All right, Mike, you guys have been putting it down out there for Guam and getting a lot of recognition out there. What has the talk been about for local jiu-jitsu competitors out there? What are they saying about Guam, and how are their reaction towards jiu-jitsu players from the island?
Oh man, it's been great, you know, like me and Migs, we go out there and everyone already knows, you know, we rep the big Guam patch right on our heart, you know, right on our gi. So man, every time we go out there, you know, it's always like we're not only repping ourselves, we're repping our whole island, you know. And it's always good, man, you know, when you hear things like, oh, like, yeah, like those Guam boys, they're competing again, or, you know, this and that. Like, man, I already know that, like, a lot of people, you know, they recognize our Guam still, they recognize where we're from, you know, they always recognize us, you know, they don't call us, oh, that's Mike, that's Miguel, no. They always say, oh, those Guam boys, you know what I mean? So it's a good thing, man, to always hear that, always know that we're representing our island everywhere we go. No matter what we do, we're representing us, representing ourselves, representing you guys, everyone, you know, the whole island.
All right. Congratulations. Stay tuned to our next Del Rentone Athlete of the Week.
KUAM Sports Athlete of the Week is brought to you by...
Make sure to tune into Weekend Edition tomorrow as Jason Salas sits down with Jacob Dowdell, who played quarterback in the MFL and coached Guam High to their first football championship and has been the man in charge of the Women's Tackle Football League. He shared his thoughts on the game and how he enjoys being a part of the island's community.
I love Guam. I love its people because there's a passion for not just football but for life. And when that comes over into football, you see the guys out there like the chairman of the board. You know, this guy's what, in his 40s maybe?
Yeah, Ryan Rios about like 44 now.
Yeah, but he's out there getting it in, man. I got hit by him. Trust me, he's not a fake guy.
I think I called a couple of those
guys.
Yeah.
He will knock you in the next week.
All right, let's turn it over to Jason now for your fantasy football tips.
All right, thanks so much, and Hafaday, fellow fantasy football fanatics. Now, can you believe that at this point we are a quarter of a way through the 2012 football season? It's true. So by that merit, you want to work the waiver wires, and you also want to keep a very healthy reserve of wide receivers because there are a ton of very talented wideouts throughout the NFL this year, and you should keep them on your roster. So, of course, you want to work the trades, you want to see who's available, and test the free agent market because not everybody has to be Calvin Johnson. You don't have to have 4 different Megatrons on your roster to get really good production and earn your team a lot of points. Really good tip. All right, let's take a look at your KUAM Games of the Week coming up. First on KUAM TV 11, the early game at 3 a.m. Obviously, you want to start Jamal Charles because our game, the Chargers at the Chiefs, dude is on an insane hot streak right now, so start Jamal. By that merit, you want to bench Peyton Hillis as the albino rhino may be suffering from the Madden curse. Of course, he was the cover boy a couple seasons ago. Also, from the flip side, Phillip Rivers is still a good play against the KC secondary, so you may want to give him a look. As for Sunday Night Football on TV8, it is the rivalry that made a hero out of Vince Papale. Eagles hosting the Giants. Eli Manning, of course, is making a career now of passing for 200 yards and 2 scores in the fourth quarter alone. He's done that a lot. Sit him and you're absolutely crazy. Conversely, Michael Vick is not the player he once was, and LaShawn McCoy isn't going to run all over the Big Apple's big defensive line, so both of those guys should ride the pine on your team. However, Deshaun Jackson takes this game personally. Remember, he took that one kickoff all the way back for a touchdown a couple years ago. And Jeremy Maclin is a decent option, so they're not bad to start. All right, those are going to be my fantasy tips. Find me online at jason@kuam.com. Have a fantastic fantasy weekend. And back to you, Dave, for the rest of sports.
All right, thanks, Jace. Well, that's going to do it for sports. We're back right after this.